Alright, welcome back, Harmony Science Academy students. Let's go ahead and get into today's lesson. Again, I do want to remind you guys that as far as expectations, okay, pencil, notebook, Chromebook, and do yourself a favor. I know it's tempting sometimes to maybe pull a calculator even from the Chromebook, but discipline yourselves, okay? Integrity, do the right thing even when no one's looking. And again, keep in mind this is for your benefit, okay, to grow some of those computational abilities that'll grow your confidence in your math abilities, okay? All right, as far as vocabulary, guys, go ahead and get on Google and see what you can find. Something interesting in terms of defining and an example of order of operations. And while you're at it, see if you find something interesting on Google as far as solving tricks, okay? So just literally put that in there and see what pops up, okay? Nothing wrong with getting a second opinion, a third opinion. Nothing wrong with that at all, okay? All right, so we're looking at solving multi-step equations as our title lesson, or our lesson title. And you guys knew this was coming, right? We reviewed one-step, two-step equations solving, and now we're at multi-step, okay? So each equation has its own kind of approach, but again, the name of this game is get that variable, okay? So like for let's go and do number one. I know this is my goal right here. N equals something. Okay, I want to isolate n all by itself. So let's go and take a look at one. This time, since they're a little longer, we've got simple, easy, and easy, medium, and hard, and there's 10 in each. Okay, so let's take a look at this. So we have 1 minus n minus 4n equals 1, and what you should be thinking is, okay, let me combine like terms. So we have 1 minus 5n equals 1. Okay, and all of a sudden it looks a lot simpler, right? Now it's a two-step, solving a two-step equation, okay? Another thing to look at is, right, we just combine like terms. Another thing to notice is you tend to work, you identify the variable and then you start targeting all the guys the farthest away, okay? You start taking care of those first. So this one right here. And as you guys work enough of these, you get your own rhythm, and that rhythm matters more than what anybody else says, okay? As long as it's accurate, time and time again, okay? So we went ahead and subtracted 1 there on both sides. Whoops. I'm going brain dead here. And the next thing is, it's good to kind of have that conversation with yourself. So here I had a positive 1. So I subtracted 1. Here I have multiply by -5, so I'm going to divide by -5. And this is a 0, by the way, okay? So why did I do it? So I can cancel here. And notice there's always that rhythm, okay? Cancel, cancel. Why? Because we want to get rid of all the stuff around n. And 0 divided by anything is 0. And we're done, okay? All right. So again, the first 10 should be pretty easy. Let's go ahead and look at the middle set. Let's go ahead and do good old 11, okay? Maybe that'll help keep your work a little more organized. So again, if you're looking at this and it's easy, great. Be ready to help your shoulder partner. If both you guys are awesome, then be willing to move ahead quickly and be willing to get out of your desk and help somebody. Look for somebody who might need some guidance, and don't worry about going too fast. A lot of times going really slow helps in the very beginning. Once they get their confidence, they pick up speed on their own, okay? So just like here, we're going really slow. This is not a race, so don't do that to yourself, okay? All right, so what I'm looking for on number 11, there's a lot going on. I look to see if I can combine like terms. I don't see anything like that, okay? At least not right now. So what I'm going to do here, I'm going to distribute this 6. Now it's not the most obvious thing, but I would like to combine the x's, and right now I can't, okay? So I'm going to distribute this 6. So why am I distributing? Because I can't do anything else. So I want to get that 6 in there, okay? And if you guys hear the train in the background, I apologize. Alright, so now that I'm looking at this, I have a 6x and an 8x. So I'm going to subtract the 6x. Okay, why? Because I only want to deal with one x, not an x here and an x there, okay? So it's gone, okay? And again, the goal is for me to have x equals something, right, in a box. So notice that it's not to have an x here and an x there, just one x, and now I've gotten rid of it on one side. This is awesome, okay? So let me see what I have. I have 30, well, I can subtract that, right? 36 minus 5 is 31 equals 2x plus 23. Okay. The beautiful thing is I've gotten rid of any extra x's. I have the 1. Now I can subtract. I have a plus 23. I'm going to minus 23. Okay. I get 8 equals 2x, and I'm multiplying 2, so the opposite is divide by 2. And I get x equals 4. And many times you want to put the variable first just to remain consistent, and I'll write it like this. Okay. Alright, so that is the medium set. Now let's look at the last set. Let's look at this bad boy. Okay, and this one's actually maybe the more intimidating looking of all, but it's the same approach. So let's have that conversation. I want to combine like terms on this side. I can't. I'd like to do it here, and believe it or not, I can't. Okay, because right, the parentheses don't do anything. Can't have anything done in there. So that's what's gonna cue me to be like, oh, okay, then let me just carry out this multiplication. All right. So let's. I always like to write everything out. I encourage you guys to do that. That way you don't forget anything. Nobody gets left behind. And if you're gonna be doing all this work, you might as well make it count, right? So distribute it, minus 12, distribute, and minus 12 there, which is minus 96V, right? So if you couldn't multiply that fast, go ahead, do your scratch work on the side, take some pride. You're getting paid to work on those math skills, okay? So you can walk out of this year more confident in your math skills, and you deserve it, okay? You put in a lot of time at school, so here we go. Let's go and combine this side. So I got negative 10v plus 22. See, so just sticking with it, all of a sudden it becomes this beautiful problem, right? Pretty simple. Check this out. I still got a v on this side, so I'll deal with that later. But for now, right before you start jumping to both sides, kind of clean up one side of the equation, okay? So I'm going to combine these v's, so that becomes minus 6v, and this becomes 38. If you catch me making a mistake, that'd be so awesome. So pay attention, okay? Sometimes it's not the easiest things to talk and do math at the same time, but I'll give it a shot. All right, now I'm staring at two v's. I got to get rid of one, so I'm gonna add 10v. Okay. Now somebody might say, well, let's add 6v. You could, and go ahead and do it, but from experience, this is gonna give me a positive v, so I like that idea. Boom, that is done. On this side of the equation, I got rid of it. But of course I added 10v here, and to balance it I added 10v there. So I'm left with 22 equals 4v plus 38. And the opposite, again, now my focus is v, right, to get it all by itself. So the opposite of plus 38 is minus 38, which gives me minus 16 equals 4v. And the opposite of multiplying by 4 is dividing by 4. So that means I get negative 4 equals v, or v equals negative 4. Okay, there it is, guys. Multi-step equations, just a powerful tool to have in your toolbox in pre-cal, calculus, whatever business math you're doing. Just awesome to have it. So take advantage of this time, okay? All right, we'll go and catch you in the classroom.